Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina would appear to be a far cry from the classics, but Chaucer would be very proud of the fight that his Chanticleers will bring to the teal. And the Chanticleers will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Sam Houston Bearcats offense will get the first crack at it here. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
Makes one man miss. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Wide receiver shows motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now you can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Bearcats are rolling down the field. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
These corners going to give them some space. Setting up the screen. After warning, there he goes. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Bearcats getting set on 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest. It makes them realize they got to play the run, too. Great play call.
He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Chanticleers offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David.
Got a lot of room to the right. The 40, the 30. He's at the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Coastal.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Still running at the 40. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Give to the back.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running back searching for a hole. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. And he fires over the middle, it's incomplete. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
The offense set for a 1st down play. He'll toss it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. So after the 1st down run, here's 2nd down. On the option. Now the pitch. At the 15, he's loose. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. He now has 106 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. Now the pitch. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Trying to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he's running in the open. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly. And the Chanticleers want to crank the tempo. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 14 to Clemson. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play and getting the ball back to its offense.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's second and goal. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, shot to clear. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Quickly complete. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The Bearcats are in the hurry up. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Green. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. He's looking to throw. Finds his back in the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's first and 10. He's going to pass. Holds it in. Touchdown, Bearcats. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He locked up and held on to bring him down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And he breaks into the open. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The option look. Now the toss. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it just in the nick of time. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Man, what a break. Great job following the football. Great job having some awareness. The running back coughed it up, but teammates there to pick him up following the football. Listen, it's lucky, but it's a good job by the offense.
Crosses the 30. He's got away. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Quick toss. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is
not enough space. Touchdown, Coastal. And they take it in for 6 more points. Adopt from the Fedora. A hat trick. And we're not even at halftime yet.
Yeah, and these guys get these in high school and Little League, but my goodness, to do it at the college level, he already got 3. It's just the first half. I think he's in for a pretty good day.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The Bearcats will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Here comes the option. Now the toss. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He'll toss it. At the 40, there we go. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
He wants to take the top off. He got it! Touchdown, Coastal Carolina! And the pummeling has started.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be out of bounds at the 36-yard line after a solid return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give out of the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Wide out in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
He gets a block. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 4 over Kansas. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Caught in the backfield, it's McKinney. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. He makes a grab. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sam Houston. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Back to pass, it's Hudson. Scrambling away. He'll throw it. This time it's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
This quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Fires to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Chanticleers have their offense in high gear. He'll just keep slinging it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's got his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Unleashes one. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And the kick. To salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further. That last score just a little icing on the cake in this one as they get set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. It's caught. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. After that completion, move the chains. Now 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast. He's off to the races. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Bearcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Pocket starts to collapse. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Power ahead. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. 1st and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play. 1st and 10 from their own 13. On the option. Now the pitch. Moving past the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He'll toss it. Still on his feet at the 45. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. And the shot to clear has come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll run the option. The pitch.
loses the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the...
Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
He'll toss it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Coastal. And the punishment has been extended. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in it. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can't. He's going to throw deep right side. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Tennessee endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Rocky Top. And the Vols came away with a win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
It's complete. Can anyone catch it? And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt. It's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards. So I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, hit the stats.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot.
Looking to take a shot. Ball in the air, intercepted. dead.
The number one objective for a defense is to make. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field?
He uncorks one deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice...
He's going to fire deep. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the party each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.